American Arbitrage.
Hey everybody, Kerry here at American Arbitrage, and I want to share with you 10 recent sports card sales. Now, sports cards, toys, collectibles, those are my passions, but what started it all for me was sports cards, and I want to share with you some of the recent sales I've had that have done really well. In my last video, you saw me pull this card. This is a T. Higgins 1/1 out of Draft Prism. Now, this card is one of a kind, the only one in existence, and as I told you at the end of the video, it had a smudge on it. I couldn't get it off, couldn't figure it out, so I put it high still. I was initially asking, I think, $500 for a short time, took it down to $200, was getting a lot of $100 offers, eventually sold it for $110. Much less than that, I was going to just hold on to it because it's so unique and so cool. A good player to look out for. He was drafted in the second round by the Cincinnati Bengals, who also got a rookie quarterback, Joe Burrow, this year. So he could have some relevance in the hobby this year. Probably will have a lot of relevance in the hobby. So, I gave a Cincy fan a pretty good deal, I feel. And I love selling unique and one-of-a-kind items. Now, this is the best card that you can get from that EX 2001 set. This is Michael Jordan. Look at how cool and slick that acetate card is. This card is worth about sometimes what you can get for the entire set if you're not paying attention. This card I sold on the low end, and it sold for $65 plus shipping. It was $60 or $65. I believe it was $65 plus shipping. It's in great condition. Honestly, probably could have got a few more bucks for it. It's not rare. That's the interesting thing. These cards, a lot of these late 90s cards that are base, aren't very rare. It's just he's super popular right now. The Last Dance documentary just came out on ESPN and Netflix in other countries, I found out. I thought it was going to be on regular Netflix. I don't have cable, so I have not seen it yet. But I look forward to watching it about the 97-98 Bulls team, which unfortunately beat my Utah Jazz. I remember that vividly. I actually was kind of into this back then. I was about 13 years old. I wasn't reselling, but I collected cards and autographs. We went up to Park City one day and went to the hotel that they were at, the Bulls. And I remember I interrupted Steve Kerr at dinner like a jerk. I was a child, though. And he gave me an autograph. Very cool dude. I saw Dennis Rodman playing pool with Eddie Vedder at some place in Park City. And we were just watching him. It was weird. But it was a lot of fun those years, for sure. And they were, a super team before, the Golden State Warriors, basically. But this is a beautiful card. Got that in the $7 partial set. So honestly, each individual card I probably paid 10-15 cents for. Sold for $60 plus shipping. So about every month or two when I can, I like to go through some boxes and see if I have any cards that I've overlooked. And this is an interesting one. At first glance, it's a LeBron James card. I didn't think it would be worth that much. I was going to make a LeBron James lot of cards and maybe get $5-10 for it out of some of the ones that I had sitting around. And this one I looked up. It was an insert, and I got $7 plus shipping. Now, this is in a box that I bought a long time ago that I've already, I'm sure made my money back and then a profit. So this is just a little bit extra money, and I was super happy to have sold it for $7 plus shipping. LeBron stuff is doing really well right now, just Lakers stuff in general. This is one of my favorite players growing up, Jamal Crawford. Back in the day, I used to go to a thing called the Rocky Mountain Review here in Utah, and it was the Summer League. But this is 20 years ago or so. So you actually could get up close, talk to the scouts, the ex-players, and the current players. And me and my best friend got to spend some time and talk with Jamal Crawford, the nicest guy in the world. I loved him, and I followed him his whole career. And this card's going up as well. It's a Topps Chrome. You always want to look for the Topps Chrome. This one's a little different because they're numbered back then. So it's numbered to 1999. This card sold for $20 plus shipping. Super stoked to have sold it. I got this in a box I believe I paid $10 for that had almost the complete set in it. Not quite the complete set because it was missing a lot of the rookies. So I'm piecing it out. But this card probably will go up even further. He won 6th Man of the Year several times. Very underrated player, and I believe he will gain credibility. We already has credibility, but within the hobby, people will start appreciating him more as he has, retired or will retire soon. So pretty cool. Next up, I got another Mike Trout. This is a 2012 Bowman paper card. I sold it for $10 plus shipping. This card has been going up quite a bit. It is from his rookie year. And, you know, honestly, I could have held on to it and sold it for a little bit more down the road, but I felt that was a good price, and I've had it for a little while, and I moved it. Mike Trout stuff just does so well. He is one of the best players in the major leagues and probably the most popular at the moment. So if you see his cards when you're just opening packs, or if you see him in a bin, or you see him at a thrift store or at a yard sale, you know, if you can get them in a lot, especially inexpensively, I'd pick them up. Here's another card from a partial set. This is Michael Jordan. This is just from the Bowman Best set. And this is not an insert, really. It's just basically a card towards the end of the set, a second card for the set, just talking about his best performances or something. So it's just an extra way to get some of the stars an extra card in a set that it did back in the day, and they still do that to this day. But this card, you know, even has some damage. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not really... it's manufactured damage. It has that white ring around the player there, like of just the coating being all weird. But this still sold, and I sold it at full price, what I was asking, for $28 plus shipping. Came in a $7 partial box, a partial set box, almost complete set. But I pulled out a lot of the cards and sold them. But this card, $28 plus shipping. Michael Jordan cards are on fire right now. So here's a Michael Jordan, another one. Zupperman, this is from 97-98 Z-Force, Skybox Z-Force. This one I actually got a higher price. Now, you guys know that I like to usually be the lowest price available on an item. And if I was the lowest, I probably would be quite a few dollars shorter of what I got, maybe $10, $11. But I asked $15. It is in mint condition. I have two. I'm going to sell another one. But this one sold for $15 plus shipping, part of a $7 partial set box that I'm going to really do well on. A couple of Jordans, Kobe rookie, stuff like that. So this is from 96, 97 actually, not 97, 98. This is 96, 97. $15 plus. Usually in sports cards, you guys want to focus on the rookie cards. Almost always. There's a few exceptions. If you get a parallel card of right now, like of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, those could be worth some money. LeBron James cards that are inserts, refractors, prisms that are shiny, they actually go for a bit right now. Here's another example in baseball. Mike Trout, anything Mike Trout can sell well if it's a parallel. Now you see this is a blue border. Usually I believe these came with black or white borders. The blue border connotates that it came out of Walmart. So it's a Walmart exclusive card. And this one is, you know, not super rare, but it's from about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And it sold for $8 plus shipping. I got this in a box that was like a $10 box with a ton of inserts and stuff like that and parallels. So I've probably made my money back, or now I have with this sell for sure. But this sold for $8 plus shipping. Next up, I got PJ Washington. I sold two of his Prism rookie cards. Now, I got these in boxes from a long time ago. I've already sold several of the cards. Should have made my money back on those boxes or near that by now. But these two cards bring up a interesting dilemma that you get when you're selling sports cards. Should you hold on to a player or should you sell? Now, there's a lot of people in the sports card investing community that are holding on to PJ Washington. He's actually a outstanding player. Problem I have with him is something he can't control. I'm just not a big fan of players for Charlotte. I don't think that's the best market. They don't tend to grow as well as other players, I've noticed. Devontae Graham is doing well, though, so I may be proven wrong on this. But I decided at $3 or $4 a Prism, I got $3 each on them. It was a good time to sell. I probably sold a little bit early. I probably could have got a few more dollars from it. But I sold them, and I'm hoping that the person who got this enjoys them thoroughly. Sold for $6 plus shipping. Here's a couple cards that I got recently. This Zion Williamson NBA Hoops card. Now, NBA Hoops are kind of the low end in the NBA sports card market. I sold this along with the Michael Jordan from 97-98, and I got $11.50 for the both. I got this one in a recent, I think, pack or box that I bought, and then this one from the sports card lot that I bought here about 6 weeks ago. Zion Williamson, as you guys know, is super hot in the hobby right now. His stuff is selling like gangbusters. And Michael Jordan as well, his stuff is doing really well. There's a documentary called The Last Dance coming out here in the next couple days, I believe. It may have even already come out. And a lot of the 97, 98, 96, 97 Bulls stuff will start doing really well, including Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, you know, Scottie Pippen, maybe even Tony Kukoc. So look out for that stuff as well. Nice little lot.